Ever wondered what would happen to your body if you drank coffee every single day? Coffee can boost metabolism by 3 to 4% and can improve physical performance by 11 to 12%. Immediate effects. When you drink coffee, the first thing you probably notice is the immediate boost in energy and alertness. Have you ever wondered why that happens? It's all thanks to caffeine, a natural stimulant found in coffee. As soon as you take that first sip, caffeine gets absorbed into your bloodstream and travels to your brain. Once there, it blocks a neurotransmitter called adenosine, which usually promotes sleep and relaxation. By blocking adenosine, caffeine increases the firing of neurons and the release of other neurotransmitters like dopamine and norepinephrine. This leads to the enhanced feeling of wakefulness and improved concentration that so many of us rely on to kickstart our day. But the benefits of coffee don't stop at just waking you up. Drinking coffee can also improve your mood and cognitive functions. You know that feeling of happiness or even euphoria you get sometimes after a cup? That's because caffeine boosts dopamine production, which is a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. It's no wonder people feel more motivated and focused after drinking coffee. Short-term benefits. Now let's talk about some of the short-term benefits of drinking coffee. One of the most notable effects is the increase in metabolism and fat burning. Studies have shown that caffeine can boost your metabolic rate by 3 to 4%, depending on the individual. This is because caffeine stimulates the nervous system, signaling fat cells to break down fat. Moreover, caffeine is known to improve physical performance. It increases adrenaline levels in your blood, which prepares your body for intense physical exertion. This is why many athletes consume coffee or caffeine supplements before competitions or workouts. The increased adrenaline can enhance physical performance by 11 to 12% on average. Have you ever tried drinking coffee before a workout? It might just help you lift heavier, run faster, or push through those tough last minutes of your exercise routine. In addition to boosting your metabolism and physical performance, coffee also has other short-term benefits that might surprise you. For example, it can help improve your mental clarity and reaction times. This is particularly useful if you have a job that requires quick thinking or if you're preparing for an important test. Another interesting short-term benefit is that coffee can help improve your social interactions. Many people find that they are more talkative and sociable after drinking coffee. This is partly due to the increased dopamine levels, which make you feel happier and more energetic. Mental health impacts. Let's dive into how drinking coffee every day can impact your mental health. Did you know that coffee can actually help reduce the risk of depression? It's pretty fascinating. Coffee contains various bioactive compounds that have a positive effect on brain function. One of these compounds is caffeine, which is known for its stimulant effects. By boosting the levels of certain neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine, coffee can enhance your mood and make you feel happier. But it's not just about the immediate mood boost. Drinking coffee regularly has been associated with a lower risk of depression in the long run. Studies have shown that people who consume coffee daily are less likely to develop depression compared to those who don't. This could be because the caffeine and other compounds in coffee help to protect the brain from oxidative stress and inflammation, both of which are linked to depression. Another important aspect of coffee's impact on mental health is its rich antioxidant content. Antioxidants are substances that help protect your cells from damage caused by free radicals. Coffee is actually one of the biggest sources of antioxidants in the modern diet. These antioxidants, like chlorogenic acid, play a crucial role in maintaining brain health by reducing oxidative stress and inflammation. By doing so, they help to protect your brain from various mental health issues and support overall cognitive function. Isn't it amazing how something as simple as a cup of coffee can have such profound effects on your brain? Long-term benefits. Moving on to the long-term benefits of drinking coffee, did you know that it can reduce the risk of serious diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's? Parkinson's disease is a progressive neurological disorder that affects movement, while Alzheimer's is a leading cause of dementia. Research has shown that regular coffee drinkers have a significantly lower risk of developing these diseases. Caffeine, along with other bioactive compounds in coffee, seems to have neuroprotective effects that help shield the brain from these debilitating conditions. In addition to reducing the risk of neurodegenerative diseases, drinking coffee can also contribute to a longer lifespan. Several studies have found that coffee drinkers tend to live longer than non-coffee drinkers. This could be due to a combination of factors, including coffee's ability to reduce the risk of several chronic diseases like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and certain types of cancer. By lowering inflammation and improving metabolic health, coffee helps to promote longevity. Isn't it comforting to know that your morning cup of coffee could be adding years to your life? It's also worth mentioning that coffee can improve your overall quality of life as you age. The cognitive and physical benefits of coffee help you stay active and mentally sharp, which is crucial for maintaining a high quality of life in your later years. Impact on heart health. Let's delve into the impact of drinking coffee every day on heart health. The research on coffee and cardiovascular health is indeed mixed, and understanding both the potential risks and benefits can help you make informed decisions about your coffee consumption. First, let's talk about the benefits. Studies have shown that regular coffee drinkers have a lower incidence of coronary artery disease. The antioxidants in coffee, such as chlorogenic acid, help reduce inflammation and improve blood vessel function. These antioxidants combat oxidative stress, which is a significant contributor to heart disease. Moreover, coffee has been found to have a beneficial effect on certain cardiovascular risk factors. For instance, it can improve insulin sensitivity and reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes, which is a major risk factor for heart disease. Additionally, the anti-inflammatory properties of coffee can help reduce chronic inflammation, another contributor to cardiovascular problems. However, it's essential to consider the potential risks as well. High coffee consumption, especially when it involves more than 5 to 6 cups per day, can lead to negative cardiovascular effects. Excessive caffeine intake can cause an increase in blood pressure, particularly in people who are sensitive to caffeine. Elevated blood pressure is a well-known risk factor for heart disease and stroke. It's also important to note that individual responses to coffee can vary. Some people metabolize caffeine slowly, which can lead to prolonged elevated blood pressure and heart rate after coffee consumption. Genetic factors can influence how your body responds to caffeine, meaning that what's beneficial for one person might not be for another. Addiction and dependence. Let's talk about something that often gets overlooked when we rave about coffee: addiction and dependence. It's easy to get hooked on coffee, primarily because of caffeine, the active ingredient that gives you that much-needed energy boost. But how does caffeine addiction really work? Caffeine addiction occurs when your body becomes used to the effects of caffeine, and you start to crave it to function normally. When you consume caffeine, it stimulates the central nervous system, leading to increased alertness and energy. Over time, your body adjusts to these changes, and you may find that you need more coffee to achieve the same effect. One of the main symptoms of caffeine addiction is experiencing withdrawal symptoms when you don't get your regular fix. These symptoms can include headaches, fatigue, irritability, and even difficulty concentrating. You might feel like you just can't get through the day without that cup of coffee. Have you ever felt a pounding headache on a day you skipped your morning brew? That's your body reacting to the lack of caffeine. Dependence on caffeine can develop gradually. At first, you might start drinking coffee for its stimulating effects, maybe to help you stay awake during a long study session or to power through a busy day at work. But as you continue to consume it regularly, your body becomes accustomed to the caffeine, and you start to depend on it just to feel normal. It's a bit like your body has set a new baseline for what it needs to function. As you consume more caffeine, your tolerance levels increase, meaning you need to drink more to achieve the same effects. This can lead to a cycle of increasing consumption and growing dependence. You might find yourself drinking coffee multiple times a day, not just for the energy boost, but because you feel sluggish and unproductive without it. It's also important to consider the psychological aspects of caffeine dependence. Many of us associate drinking coffee with certain routines and social interactions, like catching up with friends at a cafe or having a cup while reading the morning news. These habits can reinforce your reliance on coffee, making it even harder to break free from the cycle of dependence. The good news is that caffeine addiction and dependence are manageable. Being aware of your consumption and recognizing the signs of addiction are the first steps. If you decide to cut back, it's best to do so gradually to minimize withdrawal symptoms. You might consider replacing some of your coffee with lower caffeine options like tea, or simply reducing the number of cups you drink each day. To recap, drinking coffee every day can have a variety of impacts on your body, from boosting your energy and metabolism to potentially improving your mental health and lifespan. So, is your daily coffee habit helping or harming you? Only time will tell. Thanks for watching.